I'm back for part 2 of the green screen behind the scenes video series, all right? So the last series, I showed you all the setup. I showed you all the ring light and the fact that I mostly use my cell phone to record. Even showed you the desktop ring light here that I use sometimes when I travel. And today I want to go over how you get this background and how you upload it to places like Zoom and StreamYard and the different types of green screen backgrounds that can be good, and how you can make your setup look pretty natural and real, okay? So first of all, I'm gonna show you a couple of things about what to and what not to do with green screen lighting. So the first rule of thumb with the green screen is you never wear green clothing on a green screen. Otherwise, it will make you look like your background. So as you can see, I'm wearing red. I have to admit, sometimes I do forget and I put on a greenish color like a teal. Luckily, I have not had the instance as of yet where we've had trouble with the me turning into the background. All right, now the second thing that you want to make sure is you want to make sure you do have ample lighting on the green screen. If you don't have ample lighting, you will get a blurring effect, you will get a pixelated effect. As you can see up top, I'm very clear. You might can see a little bit on here on the bottom. There's a little bit of, you can see fuzz right in here. And that's likely because my ring light over there is not as bright as I typically have it, all right? So you wanna make sure you have ample lighting so that your image is clear and you don't have those fraying around the edges, so it's not like super evident that you're on a green screen. All right, so that's the second thing. Now, where do you get these green screen backgrounds? Let me show you. So I'm going to share my screen with you here. And as you can see, I actually am on Zoom, and I just did a live stream on StreamYard, which also allows you to use your green screen. One of the sites, now you can get green screen backgrounds from a lot of different places. Shutterstock has them, Dreamtime has them. What is the other stock photo? A lot of stock photo, Adobe has them. I like Pexels. Pexels, that's PEXELS.com. You get these free stock photos and they have some really great green screen backgrounds. So what I do typically is I search for the types of backgrounds that I want, okay? Now, I like desk, office backgrounds. So I'm gonna search office backgrounds. You can see there are a lot of different backgrounds here that come up. Now, so you can see, you probably have seen me do this background before. You know, there's a lot of different backgrounds. But one of the things you wanna make sure when you're choosing a green screen background is that the image is far enough away so that you don't, if it's right up on you and you're right up on the camera, then it looks like you're below it. It actually doesn't look super real. So if the image has to be a good distance away, unless you're standing and you're in a background, say like this one right here, if you see my cursor. So as you can see, there are lots of office backgrounds to choose from. I wouldn't obviously choose one like this because you sitting like this doesn't make it look very real. So you want to look for backgrounds that would actually have you look real if you were talking on top of that background, all right? So these are static backgrounds. Oh, here's another nice office background that you can stand and do a video in right here. Look like if you're doing a presentation. Now, if you want outside backgrounds, you can type outside. Maybe you want a home background, right? So there's a kitchen background. If you want to stand in the kitchen, you know, there's a place you could stand, and this is a nice kitchen background if you wanted to do something there. So if you wanted to be more of a homey feel, you could do that. if you wanted to, let's say, let's look for yard. So if you wanted to look like you were standing in front of a house, you could choose a background like this. I would recommend maybe choosing one that's a little bit closer of a view, so you look like you might be standing right in front of the house, right? So you can see these various, oh, if you want to look like you're standing on a porch, so let's search porch backgrounds. Boom, so like you could do a video standing or standing on this dock, and it looks like you're standing on a dock when you're doing your video. So if you like doing videos outside, here's a doorway. You could do a video look like you're standing on a doorway or standing on steps here on the right where it says number 27. These are nice little outside green screen backgrounds if you wanted to do that, okay? So basically at this point, this is Pixabay. You can either choose them as favorites, or you can you can add them to a collection. You see, these are my collections. Or you can choose it and actually do the free download. All right. Now, these are free downloads. Sometimes they'll ask you to donate to the artist to support them, but it's not necessary. Okay? There's another place that let's see if I can find it, Video Growth Lab. Video Growth Lab is another website that specializes in green screen backgrounds, and their backgrounds are video backgrounds. They're moving backgrounds. So as you can see, you have these various office backgrounds, gray wall backgrounds, but what the difference is they're moving backgrounds. So in this particular background right here, I actually have this background. When I use this background, this little light right here, it flickers. So it really actually makes it look like you're in a real environment, all right? There are some other backgrounds where you can see trees moving in the background. I believe this video has that you can see the trees sort of swaying, and it just makes it feel like you're in an actual real environment, okay? So Video Growth Lab is another resource where you can get your green screen backgrounds. The problem with Video Growth Lab is that you can't use the backgrounds in Video Growth Lab or MP4s. For platforms like Zoom and StreamYard, where you need to upload a static background, you can't use these. But if you're doing your own videos and you want to add a background, many times I have added these backgrounds to my videos. So they work really well if you do a video like from your phone or from your camera, and then you're editing it and you just add that video during the editing process, and it looks great. Okay, now I'm going to stop my screen share here. So you have the static backgrounds, which are usually which are usually PNG or JPEG. Those are image files. And then you have the video based backgrounds, which are MP4 files. And the big difference is that you can upload the static backgrounds to places like Zoom and StreamYard, but you cannot do the video backgrounds inside of those platforms. But if you're doing your own video and you're just editing it into the video, then you can use both the static and the video moving background, okay? So that is how you find your green screen backgrounds. And in the next video, I'm gonna show you how you incorporate your green screen backgrounds into your live streams, like your Zoom and your StreamYards. Okay? See you in the next video.